Hey everybody, we're Disney in Ohio. I'm Steve.
Hi, I'm Lori.
And we are just now completing a tag video that, we were tagged by WDW Amy on Twitter, Disneyfied Life on YouTube, and we are so sorry. We said that we would do this a month ago, and well, we always pay our debts. So, well, wait, that's the wrong show.
Wait.
Anyway, but. We always keep our promises. How about that?
Yeah.
So we apologize, and we really hope that these answers, tips, tricks, whatever you want to call them, we really hope that they help somebody out.
Yep.
So with that, I really think actually our tips are really good for maybe first-timers.
Yeah, first-timers, that's right.
Yeah, and really pack your expectations.
Yeah.
So. But anyway, let's
we'll try. We're gonna try.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't expect much from this video.
Okay. I'll ask the first question. Ready?
Yep. Well, go ahead.
Okay. When is the best time to visit?
Well, there's a simple answer to this, and that is anytime. Every time and any time, just whenever you can go. No matter how crowded it is, you can always find something to do there. But that's a simple answer.
There are some what we would consider better times.
There are
to
preferred
go.
times. I would call. Would you say preferred?
Sure, preferred.
Lower crowd times. Sure. Cooler weather. When you're not sweating your face off.
Whatever.
Your face is melting off.
Yeah.
But the best time is probably in September in terms of
crowds.
Low crowd level.
But
you will be
hot.
dripping sweat out of places you didn't even know could sweat.
We went a couple years ago in September, and the crowds were lower.
That was awesome.
I know there's really no real slow time anymore, but they were lower. But it was really, really, really hot.
We had to go back to our room during
just about every day.
And and a lot of times you want to go back to your room anyway, just to kind of relax a little bit.
But it was
recharge.
Hot.
But we had to do that. We normally don't do that, but we had to during that trip because
it was just
we just had to change. We had to change clothes.
Another really good time, we went just in February, the two of us, on an adult-only trip, which hopefully you're watching.
Yep.
And the crowds were lower, not as low as September, but not as much as I would say probably summer. And the weather was incredible. If you're watching, it was. I mean, we just lucked out.
Especially when you consider we're from Ohio, so.
I mean, it was like 70 every day. We had one day it was a little bit chillier, but for the most part, it was really nice.
When we went to Animal Kingdom, which is our current vlog, go check it out. But that day was really cold. Compared to Florida, it was cold.
Yeah.
It was probably in like the
50s,
upper 40s, low 50s. And those poor Florida residents were
parkas, long pants. We were in shorts, t-shirts.
The one guy that we were talking about in the vlog, he was a maintenance worker, taking care of lawns and stuff. He literally had his hoodie pulled over his head, and it was tight, so tight you could only see his eyes. It was hilarious. And we're walking around in shorts and a t-shirt. We should have worn like a hoodie. But,
for atmosphere, I mean. It's really hard because you have all the festivals, but Christmas is really
the most
amazing.
magical time. Yeah. How about the most magical time is
for
Christmas?
Sure. Yeah.
Now, they don't have the Osborne lights anymore. Hopefully they'll come up with something, but with all the music playing through the resort, well, they don't even have the music at the resorts anymore, do they?
Well, when we went, they didn't this time. We went in November. But
listening to Christmas music when you're walking down Main Street, it was really awesome. It was magical.
I just wish they did more throughout the park.
And the decorations.
It's really just Main Street that's really pretty much decorated, but.
And then of course Epcot.
Yeah.
Epcot. You've got the holidays around the world.
I would say probably Christmas is the neatest at Epcot.
And then you've got the processional.
Candlelight processional.
Yeah. With Mr. Gary Sinise. Captain Lieutenant Dan.
Well, lots of celebrities, and then of course you have the Food and Wine Festival in the fall and the Flower Garden in the spring. So we're gonna say anytime's a good time to go. It just depends on what you're looking for. So yeah. Okay. How long is the perfect visit? Now, Steve and I differ on this. To me, 7 days is perfect.
I could go.
We've gone 10.
I'd say eight or 9, and like maybe an off day or resort day in the middle.
10 when we went 10, it was a little, to me, got a little long. I mean,
we were kind of like, let's just, and you're never really stressing to get through, but
it was
it's
just kind of long.
Yeah, it's
for us.
But if we had taken a day off in between, it
probably
would have been a little better. But again, the simple answer is as long as you can go. So we know there's a lot of UK friends that we have that come over and they stay on holiday for like 2 weeks at a time.
Well, yeah,
and
that's a long trip.
Because it's a long plane ride over and long plane ride back. So
and they get different discounts.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah, they get pretty good discounts.
What's up with that? But
we're jelly.
Yeah. Which hotel is the best to stay at and why? Again, any.
It depends. A lot. I mean, obviously, a lot in these questions that we're answering for you is a lot of it's subjectional.
Subjective.
Our answers, yeah, that too.
Yeah.
But a lot of it's going to just depend upon the individual person, family, whatever. Everybody's going to have different answers, but for us, it's the value resorts just because they're the least expensive. We get to go more often, and we're never in the rooms. But if you're somebody who's,
if you're
really
a resort person, yeah.
If you're like a hotel snob or
hotel snob, that wasn't very nice.
It's a term of endearment.
Oh, it is.
Yes.
We love you, hotel snobs.
Yeah, they love their hotels.
Yeah, no, just if you're into the hotel.
Yeah, if you're into luxury
thing,
and being pampered and. Then,
now, obviously, you want to go to
Grand Floridian, Holly.
Yeah,
we'd love to stay there, and eventually, I think we might.
We will, but I mean, for that price for us, we could go 2 or 3 times. So
yeah,
and like Steve said, we are never ever in the room. We use it to put our head down and take a shower, and then we're out. So for us, that's all we use the hotel for. Now the theming is cool, like at Pop Century and All Stars. The theming is more Disney than any of the moderates or deluxes. I mean, if you really want to immerse yourself into Disney, obviously Art of Animation to me would be number 1 for all Disney. Then Pop, then All Stars.
Well, again, that's maybe our list.
That's our list.
But we would love to stay at a moderate, like Port Orleans Riverside, French Quarter.
But if you're looking for that, I'm just saying,
if you're looking for luxury, if you're looking for the softer beds,
bigger beds,
maybe slightly bigger rooms, then definitely go for it. If you're just looking for that all-around hotel sort of experience, pampered experience, every beck and call, then definitely you want to go with a higher end. You're going to pay more, but you get what you pay for. So.
And we're okay with.
Again, for what we use it for, it's just a place to sleep.
Yep. Is there anywhere else to visit near the parks?
No.
Of course, we all know the ugly word. That's right down the road. We won't say it, but lots of people are.
There's a theme park war going on, and we all benefit from it because Disney's trying to one-up Universal. Universal is right now kicking the butt of Disney.
They are.
But hey, look, again, Disney's responding.
New attractions in the park.
Now, it takes longer for Disney to respond because it's going to take them forever to, make Star Wars land and Pixar land and all this. So, but yeah, again, with the theme park war going on, we're all winning.
Yep. But if there's something you want to do, you could go to the Character Warehouse outlet place and go shopping.
Yeah,
you can find on iDrive. And
you can find really, instead of buying something, if you're looking to save a penny, and especially if you have a car, instead of buying a lot of things at the parks and paying top dollar there, either bring them with you, like glow bracelets for nighttime parties or whatever, nighttime visits to the park, or go to the Character Warehouse, like she said, and get a lot of merchandise there. Yep. You can find the glow with the show ears really cheap.
Right. Sometimes, it just depends on what you're looking for. So they don't have everything.
But basically, the answer to the question is what else is there to do besides the parks? A ton. We're talking Orlando here. It's the vacation capital of the world. There's all kinds of theme parks, obviously, around. You got Disney World, you got Universal, SeaWorld,
Legoland.
Yeah, there's NASA's not NASA place. Yeah, Cape Canaveral's not too far away. So
the beach.
There's a ton of things to do, but we've never done anything other than just go to the parks. That's just how we are.
And, yeah, Disney Springs, but okay.
But when it comes to doing other things, Disney's smart. They make it where it's less expensive to go to the parks more often than to take a day off and go to Universal. And the same thing with Universal. Universal, it's less expensive per day the longer you stay, instead of taking a day off and going to Disney World, because one day pass to Disney World is like $105.
Yeah.
A one day pass to Universal is $100 and some dollars.
Yeah.
It makes it really hard to justify sometimes, unless you're a really huge fan of Harry Potter, or you just you really want to go to Universal that one time. It makes it hard to justify paying $100 per person for a family of 4. And on top of that, you got to, unless you're driving your own car down there, it makes it hard to get over there. Pay for parking,
and
$400 and some odd dollars, not even including food, just to go for one day.
We wouldn't do it. Okay. What is the one thing you must pack? For me, personally, it's blister pads. That's just my thing. I have to have them. She gets
blisters easily.
I do.
And then if she's getting blisters, then it's she's not walking very fast.
It's painful for everybody because then I complain.
I have to drag her around by her hair.
I spent a lot of money on blister pads ahead of time, and they're not they don't have them at the shops at Disney, like in the hotel. They don't have blister pads. At least I have not found. Maybe they have them. Maybe you can go to the Walgreens or whatever.
Oh, it's just an excuse to get an ECV. It's an excuse to get a scooter.
Yeah, I don't get a scooter for a blister pad. For blisters, but I stock up on blister pads. They can come in really handy.
Another thing that we have to pack, a water bottle, a double wall insulated metal water bottle.
What's our brand?
Ours is Hydro Flask.
We love it.
It keeps you put ice in it at the beginning of the day. Fill it with water throughout the day, and ice is still there at the end of the day.
And you can, as you may or may not know, you get free water. Free water from any quick service location. You can just go and ask for some water, and they give it to you in a cup with some ice. We pour it in. A lot of people also take the water bottles that have the built-in Brita filter, because some people think the water tastes really bad or funny. We don't.
Yeah, and those are nice because it does make the water taste better. That's for sure. We took one time, but it's not insulated.
Right.
You're not. As soon as you put ice in it, down in that Florida heat, it's gone.
And and we like to take the little packets of the drink stuff you can put in the water bottle sometimes. So.
Oh, and another thing, since we vlog, and make sure you subscribe to us, Disney in Ohio. Just click that subscribe button, please. Thank you. It helps us out. But another thing that we like to do, because we love sharing our vacation memories with you, vacation footage, is cameras.
Yeah.
Our phones for updating fast passes, checking fast passes, checking wait times. So I have to have my phone. I don't.
And your power charge cords.
Yeah. If a portable charger, portable power pack. You can buy those at Disney. They're $30 though, so save the $30. You can get them on Amazon Prime a lot cheaper. But for us, I don't go anywhere without my phone. I always have it on me almost, but that's just us.
What is the best place to take a picture of the castle?
In front of the castle.
Pretty easy.
I guess by the partner statue.
Yeah.
And maybe another tip here is get there early, or if you can get a breakfast reservation at like Crystal Palace or
before the park opens, well before
you can be
opens.
walking down Main Street
With
almost all by your lonesome, and you can get a great picture.
Yep. And the photo pass folks are out, so they will take your photo, and they will. We'll put that in the tips. What is the
teaser?
Yeah, what teaser? What is the best place to watch the parade? Now, for me, I like watching it in. I guess is that town square there where the.
In the rotunda? Is that
by the railroad? Right there?
In front of the
yeah.
And if
for me, that's my favorite place to watch the parade, not up by the castle.
If you can get there early enough, you can get an actual seat, an actual chair on top of the
on top of the where the railroad is, and sometimes
there's a big
where the Mickey is. We're
there's
talking
a
Mickey is.
big patio sort of thing, covered patio. And
you have to get there early, but that's where do you like to watch the parade? Is that your?
To me, the parade is the same in Frontierland as it is in Main Street.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, a lot of people think it's more magical there. If that's what you're into, again, go for it. Just remember, you have to get there very early, but the further away you are from Main Street, probably you don't have to wait as long.
Right, so if you go to Frontierland, you don't
Liberty
have to
Square?
Right.
Liberty Square is probably a pretty good place.
We've been there to watch it, yeah. What about, where's the best place to watch the fireworks?
Well, wait, what about,
sorry.
Oh yeah, fireworks. Now for fireworks, it's like which fireworks? Wishes or Illuminations or
well,
Star
Magic
Wars
Kingdom.
fireworks?
Obviously, really watching the fireworks in front of the castle is really the best place. But you can get a good view of them anywhere.
Yeah. New Fantasyland.
Yeah,
we watched them one time out by Little Mermaid ride. As soon as it was a pretty good spot.
And we watched them one time over in Tomorrowland. We sat at one of the tables.
A little further away, but there's not anybody around.
Right.
You don't have anybody nudging you to get out of the way and cutting in front of you as soon as...
And holding up their iPad.
Yeah. Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy with the iPad in front of... Holding up the iPad and blocking everybody behind you. It's just rude.
Yeah. Which restaurant would you recommend and why? Oh, wait. Fireworks.
Illuminations?
Illuminations. China was really good.
Yeah.
China was
got a really good...
our favorite, I think.
Yeah. Also, right by the stage, in front of the American Pavilion.
Yeah, just
kind of to the right.
To the right. That's a really good place. And then Star Wars, right in front of the
World Showcase in Epcot is a place to see.
Oh yeah, you can see it from World Showcase.
Well, we used
kinda.
to. You used to when they had the original.
Yeah, but
fireworks.
now since they've redone them, they've put them off to the right or something. I read.
They've toned down
of Animal Kingdom.
They've toned down the Star Wars fireworks.
Yeah.
So we've not seen the new ones, the new Star Wars fireworks.
Okay, which restaurant would you recommend and why? Well, we've only done a handful of sit downs, but the Garden Grill has been our favorite.
Well, let's do counter service too.
Oh, counter service? I don't really have a favorite counter service.
If you
it used to be Pecos Bill.
Here's something that you may not know is if you're staying on property, you can go to any of the other resorts and eat lunch there. Captain Cook's
you
is a great...
You don't even have to stay on property to eat any of the other resorts.
But it helps.
Yeah.
But Captain Cook's, there's a lot of great counter service restaurants at the different resorts. Captain Cook's is a great place to go over at the Poly.
Don't get the nachos.
Well,
I didn't like them.
It's covered in some sort of mayonnaise.
Yeah, they're
like
gross.
I
know a lot of people love them, so sorry. But
if it was just cheese sauce with pulled pork nachos...
That would be good, but that mayonnaise, I don't know what that is.
But Captain Cook's has a great teriyaki chicken sandwich with pineapple on it. That's yummy.
Yeah.
Of course, when you get done, you can stop by and get a Dole Whip.
But sit down. Like I said,
Art of Animation has a...
they do. Art of Animation has a really,
Landscape of Flavors, I think it's called.
Yeah, they have a really nice food court.
But in the resorts, in the parks, Magic Kingdom, lunch, Be Our Guest lunch is great. If you can get it, a reservation or get there early enough.
Crystal Palace breakfast. It's just normal breakfast food, but you can get in early when you can.
It's
and
a character breakfast.
Can't go wrong with Winnie the Pooh.
Pooh, Tigger, and Piglet, did you say, for Epcot? Epcot, I like the Hacienda.
Oh.
Yeah. I forgot. Casa de San Angel, whatever. It's the counter service that's outside.
Yeah, it's good.
The Mexico Pavilion.
I like China.
She likes the egg rolls.
The egg rolls are good. They're really good.
What would you say about a sit-down restaurant there, a table service?
Well, we've only been to 2.
Well, Garden Grill, yeah, definitely Garden Grill.
Yeah, but we've never been to any of the...
We want to go to Mama Melrose over at Hollywood Studios.
We've been to Sci-Fi.
Because you can do the Fantasmic package.
Oh, yeah.
gosh, counter service at Hollywood Studios is right, pack lunch.
Yeah.
Brown bag it.
Yeah,
Save
it's
the
not
money.
that great.
I guess ABC commissary, because
Yeah,
at least it's inside air conditioning.
Yeah, that would be.
Or you can get a snack over at Starring Rolls. Oh yeah, definitely the peanut butter cupcake over there at, or the carrot cake cookie at the.
That's okay.
But if I like carrot cake, but I don't like raisins, that's the only thing I was disappointed about in the carrot cake cookie. The carrot cake cookie was yummy. I'm just not a raisin guy.
All right.
Animal Kingdom. We didn't do that.
Oh, Animal Kingdom.
Counter service. Yak and Yeti counter service.
Mm-hmm.
There's
Flame Tree Barbecue.
Flame Tree Barbecue.
We thought it was all right. We weren't. It was all right.
And we've not done a sit-down restaurant, table service at Animal Kingdom, but we've heard Tiffin's is amazing. But it's what, 2 counter service, it's 2 table service credits.
But we haven't done one.
Tusker House
yet.
For brunch breakfast.
Yep.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Year's not out yet, though.
Yeah. What food should you try there? Well, we can't list all of them. I think we just did. We just listed.
Just rewind this.
Yeah, and just listen. Now, the one thing I will tell you, if you've watched any of our vlogs, there's one thing Steve must have. Well, really, there's 2.
Listen. It's everybody must have this.
Well, I don't have it.
Everybody must have this.
There's 2 things that you must have on every trip, and it is
a croissant donut.
At where?
The refreshment port, which is outside of World Showcase, just as you're entering World Showcase from the Canada side.
Yes. So if you're wondering where to get the croissant donut,
it's the only place you can get it, which is amazing.
The only place, and you have to try it. Everybody loves it. It is really good. I'm just not a sweet person. And then the second thing,
totes my goats.
The second thing you must get,
Dole Whip. Dole Float. Dole Whip Float.
The only thing, I don't have I like to get the Mickey Pretzel, but
another thing that I kind of have to have on every trip is at Be Our Guest restaurant, the braised pork. Oh my gosh, that is so good.
Yeah, so there's one thing for sure. Try the braised pork if you like pork.
If you go to the Be Our Guest restaurant for lunch, definitely try that. So Mickey Pretzel for you though?
Well, I know it's a snack, but it's the one thing I have to have every trip.
Look, Lori doesn't ask for a whole lot.
I really try.
So anything that she does ask for, we have to do. We got to make Mama happy, right? So if Mommy wants a Mickey Pretzel, Mommy gets a Mickey Pretzel.
I think not really ask. No, I really don't ask.
No, you don't. So you should ask for more. We kind of have to drag things out of her. Just pull it out.
Try to make it about them. I don't know. That's what us moms do, right?
So, which rides are a must, would you say?
For me, the TTA, it's a must. I don't care. Look, it's every time, and it's multiple times a trip. I love the TTA.
Try everything. Just do everything that you can.
Even Stitch.
Because, look, somebody out there somewhere, their favorite ride is Stitch's Great Escape. It's got to be. It's a statistical probability. You know, it has to be somebody out there, and that person, if they would have listened to the internet and the Stitch's Great Escape is the worst ride ever, they would never know. So you have to try everything. You don't know.
It's 99% of the population's worst ride.
But look, you don't know until you try it.
That's right. But that's what I was saying. Even though it's 99% worse, you don't know until you try it. And then there's Ellen's Energy Adventure. RIP. Which I guess is going away. Okay.
Guardians of the Galaxy roller
So,
coaster.
you have to ride all the mountains. Thunder Mountain, Splash Mountain, Space Mountain.
Space Mountain, if nothing else, for the music.
Yeah.
Just walking through the queue for the music that's my favorite. I mean, I love Space Mountain, but to me, it's the music just is.
And
awesome.
We're not gonna. Because we would just say all the rides. So, what's your favorite ride?
Yeah, let us
know. Comment below. How about that?
Soarin'.
Soarin's awesome.
You have to.
Yeah.
Soarin' 1.0, but we've never tried 2.0
yet.
We're still disappointed in Soarin' over California, but at least.
I wish they had the option, like they rotated it like a surprise when you go on Star Tours. You don't know which version you're going to get. I wish they would have done that.
At least Chief Flight Attendant Patrick is still there.
You can only buy one thing. For me, it's ears.
I guess if there's a Vinylmation I like.
We're not.
Just,
we don't.
but you know what? Here's the thing. Buy. I like keychains from there.
Yeah.
But the thing is, if you see it, and if you like it, go ahead and get it. We've done this so many times where, we'll be back, and then we just forget about it.
Right. And a lot of people say, don't buy it when you see it, because you can always go back. You might find something later. We say, buy it.
Because you're going to forget about it.
And you can take it back.
Or you can have it shipped back to your room.
You don't have to carry it around the whole... As long as you're staying on property, you can have it shipped back to your room.
Yeah, they won't ship it to the Hilton.
For free, yeah. They won't.
You might have to pay a lot for
it. If you could only do one thing in the park, what would it be? Well, mine would be ride the TTA.
Mine would be Spaceship Earth. My favorite ride. It's the first ride we ever rode.
Together as this family, meaning not when I was a little kid.
So I don't know if it's that or just the fact that I just like the ride. Again, the music, I love the music. Dame Judi Dench talking about the Phoenicians and all that. So, and I like the choose your own kind of future thing that they have at the end of Spaceship Earth.
Yeah, so. And make funny faces because it's really funny.
Yeah. As you're getting on the ride, you're going up the ramp.
Yeah.
When you're in the ride vehicle, and it says take a picture, and that's where you make the funny face.
Yeah.
What is one thing you must take into the park? Didn't we already do that?
That was like, what's the one thing you must pack? It's the same thing, the water bottle and the phone. That's the same thing for us.
I guess our kids, if they're with us.
Yeah. Well, yeah. What? If I had to tell you one of my own tips, mine would be, even though it looks like it could be more expensive, in a lot of cases, a lot of people save money by staying off property. I get that. But mine would be to stay on property just because of the extra magic hours and the transportation, even though at times it's not great, but at least you can get to all the places you want to go, and it doesn't cost you any more.
Nope.
Yes, it's in the cost.
You don't pay for parking.
Right.
And if you do drive your own car down, if you stay on property,
pay for parking, $20, I think.
Yeah, you don't have to pay for parking if you stay on property. And there again, Disney is smart. They
know how to
do the math. Do the math. If you stay off property, you might save a few bucks on the room, but you're going to make up for it by paying to have to park. You don't get the extra magic hours, so you don't get in earlier, and you can't stay later. So.
And you don't get to book your fast passes except for 30 days.
So
when you stay on property, you get 60 days.
Disney's full of a bunch of smart people.
The other thing I would suggest is to share meals, like especially if you have some younger kids. They give you quite a bit of food.
They give you more than you really need.
And so I'm okay with sharing a meal with Allison. Let's say Steve and I think shared, like in the afternoon, we maybe shared some chicken nuggets or something just to kind of tide us over from breakfast to dinner. That was plenty. And so if you can get away with doing that, then do that. I really like sharing meals. I think that it's a really great way to save. So what would be...
My tip would be take your time. Look, you're not going to be able to... Let's be honest, you're not going to get everything done in one trip. I don't care how long you stay.
We've been 5 times and we've not done what I would consider everything.
So just take your time, slow down. You're going to enjoy it better. Your family's going to love you more for it. And you're going to see more details. And take everything in because it's an immersion. You are completely immersed. When you walk into Adventureland, you hear those drums. You see the buildings. You're completely immersed. It makes you feel like you're in some sort of tropical adventure, remote island or whatever.
And look around.
Yeah, and there's details everywhere when you're walking down Main Street.
And don't just look in front of you. Look up, look down, look to the side.
There's all kinds of things. Like if you're in Main Street and you're in front of a certain building, you look up and you see where it says piano lessons. And if it's a quiet day, you can actually hear a piano being played. So there's all kinds of... They don't have to do that, but they do. That's what makes it so amazing, is that they take the time to go through and just add another layer on top of layer on top of layer.
The detail, yeah. It's all about the detail.
And they do not skimp on the details.
No, they don't.
So...
Okay, well that's it. Right?
Yeah,
Is that
I
it?
think so.
That's all the questions?
Did we do it?
I think so. I mean, this wasn't a 5-minute challenge. Hope you weren't thinking that.
We never passed those anyway. We always failed. Epic fails
I
on
think we made one.
the first one.
Yeah, the first one, because
The
we were like,
very
oh, we gotta
first
hurry, and then we were like, we're just gonna answer it the way that we want.
But at this point, I don't think there's anybody left to tag. But
Yeah, because we're late.
yeah, sorry.
But-
Again, our sincere apologies, Amy. Again, check out at WDWAmy on Twitter and Disneyfied Life on YouTube. Thanks so much for tagging us. We love giving advice. If you have any questions for us, basically like, would you rather do this or this? Comment below. We'll give you our honest. We'll give you our opinion.
Yeah.
We'd love to talk to you about that, or catch us on Twitter at Disney in Ohio. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. It really helps us out. We're going to have maybe more of these advice videos. I've got one more that I really think is going to help somebody in planning a Disney vacation, saving money. I think it's something that we do, and we take advantage of this special program that Disney offers, and we'll do a video on it so you can see it. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. That way you don't miss it when it comes out.
And so who are we tagging?
I guess everybody. Anybody that hasn't done this.
And
If you do this, make sure you let us know about it. We'd love to
watch it.
To watch it, because obviously we're not going to cover everything.
Right.
And no matter how, we can stay on here for like 3 hours.
Oh, he definitely could stay on here for 3 hours.
I'm a talker, and but let us know. We'd love to watch it. We'd love to get your opinions, your tips, your tricks, because there's stuff that we're not going to know. We're not going to remember. And
maybe there'll be something that
we help each other out.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can help you. Hopefully this has helped you, and you can help us as well. That's what this whole Disney community is about, is helping each other, and this whole community has been so supportive. We really appreciate being a part of it, and you allowing us to be a part of it. It really
and letting
heartwarming.
us come into your
We love
home or on your phone, or
putting up with us.
Yeah.
Mainly, yeah. So you're not treating me like Kylo Ren treated me.
If you haven't seen that, you gotta watch it. It's oh no, have they?
It's the teaser.
It's a teaser.
It's a teaser.
So watch it.
Yeah. But anyway, thanks for watching this. If you stuck around to the very end, we really appreciate it.
Yep.
So this is Steve and Lori
Signing
off.
off.